Hurt isn't just felt, it's transferred. What we don't heal, we deal. And sometimes we deal damage. In this video, I'm going to explore how hurt people hurt people. When we have unhealed wounds, when we have unhealed trauma, what happens is in life, sometimes those wounds get activated. It's almost like having a splinter and we don't realize it's there. And then someone bumps it and it hurts. Another way of thinking about it. We have a big black sack full of all of our traumas and our emotions from the past that haven't been healed. And sometimes we keep the lid really tight on that bag, but something happens and all of that stuff comes flooding out. Now, this is helpful to understand from two perspectives. Sometimes we're the person being hurt by hurt people, and sometimes we're the hurt person hurting other people. And so when other people act from this place, when we find ourselves in an interaction with someone and they're being cruel or they're using their words to try and wound us, it may absolutely be the case that we need a boundary to let them know that that's not okay. But it's also helpful to recognize that if that person felt good in themselves, they wouldn't feel the need to try and hurt us in that way. When it comes to us being the hurting person that hurts other people, it's a real clue to the things that we need to work on. So often we don't identify and recognize our trauma because we're just normalized to it. Like it's just what happened. We don't realize that what happened has shaped us. What happened is still shaping us because the things that we learned to do to manage and to navigate that suffering is now causing the pain in our lives now. It's like the walls of defense that we built to keep ourselves safe become the walls of the prison that trap us in our adult lives. If you've been following Belle's series of In Therapy, you'll see how we talked about her relationship with her ex-partner and the way that he behaved particularly at the end of the relationship. It's a great example of how when we're hurting, we hurt other people. And of course, a big part of Belle's work was the recognition that she was so wounded by that in part because of her unhealed trauma. If you'd like to watch Belle's story, do click the video on screen. I think this will really help bring this to life for you. And so if we find ourselves acting in unkind or hurtful ways to others, yes, we need to work on changing that behavior, but the thing that's going to help us be successful in the long term with that is to heal those places inside of us, to heal those wounds. And so those wounds are not there to be activated, triggering us into behaving ways that we don't feel good about. To learn more about how to heal, do check out this video about how trauma is stored in our body. Because if we can release that stored trauma, then we don't need to hurt other people. We find ourselves meeting the world from a very different place. Let me know in the comments below this video, does this resonate? Do you find yourself acting in ways that you don't feel good about? Have you been on the receiving end of hurt people hurting people? I hope this video has been helpful. Thank you for watching.